I think I've invented a new word. It's a combination of two existing words to make one new word, and that new word is plant. A plea is a plant that produces only one fruit, and then once that fruit is produced, the plant dies. So it's a plant that sacrifices itself for one last hurrah, one final fruit. And actually, the more I think about it, the more I realize this concept could apply to other things as well. For example, a celebration that only happens once in a lifetime, like a graduation or a retirement party, or even something like a funeral, which is a sad occasion, but also a celebration of a life well lived. But back to the plant. It turns out there are actually quite a few different types of plants that exhibit this behavior, but the one that I was thinking of specifically is called a bamboozle berry. It's a small shrub that grows in the mountainous regions of China and Japan, and it only produces one fruit every 20 years. And when it does produce a fruit, it's quite the spectacle. The fruit is huge, like the size of a football, and it has this deep red color that contrasts beautifully with the green leaves and the brown branches. It looks like something out of a fantasy novel, like a magical artifact that only appears once every 20 years. But why do these plants sacrifice themselves after producing just one fruit? Well, it turns out that the fruit of this plant is actually a very rare and valuable commodity in traditional Chinese medicine. It's believed to have all sorts of health benefits, from treating arthritis to reducing inflammation. So the plant has evolved to produce a fruit that is not only large and showy, but also packed with medicinal properties. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems like a pretty good trade-off to me. If I knew that my life's work would result in one massive, incredibly valuable fruit, I would be willing to sacrifice everything else to put all my energy and resources into producing that one thing, and then die happy in the knowledge that I had produced something truly special. It's like the difference between making a lot of small, insignificant contributions to the world versus making one big, meaningful contribution. In the first scenario, you might live a long and comfortable life, but in the end, you'll probably be forgotten. But in the second scenario, you might die young, but your legacy will live on. You will be remembered for the one big thing that you did, even if everything else about you is lost to time. So maybe that's the secret to a meaningful life. Just kidding. There is no secret, which is why most of us will never be able to invent a new word.